All right. Good evening, everyone. It's 7 o'clock there now, so we'll go ahead and jump in. So first, thanks everybody for taking time to attend on such a beautiful evening. Really appreciate everyone taking some time. I'm going to start off by introducing first myself. So my name is Aaron Blackwood. I'm the sales manager with Munn Insurance. This came to be, so this webinar, so first let's go to this webinar came to be really as an opportunity to introduce this brand new insurance program that's going to be available to firefighters in Nova Scotia. And in connecting with Beth and other members of the Fire Service Association team and Munn Insurance, we discussed this as an option to be able to provide some information on this new program in advance of its launch, so that you, the leadership, the directors, the fire chiefs, deputies, you have an inside scoop or the inside scoop on this program. So if questions get directed back to you, you know how to respond, and you know a little bit more about this program and about Munn Insurance, because I'm sure for a lot of you, you're not familiar with who we are. So that's a bit of what we'll get in here to today, or this evening, I should say. So first, I always like to take the opportunity on these type of sessions to, once my screen starts running, perfect, to give a little overview of Zoom, just so you have an idea of how this platform works and how we'll run through it. So first, there's an audio settings component here. So please feel free to adjust the volume if I'm too quiet or too loud. I often tend to be on the too loud side, so I'll try to keep that in mind. But if you do need to adjust the settings, there's a chat function. I said a quick hello to everybody there in that chat, and so feel free to respond or answer or ask any questions in that. The big piece from this is the question and answer section here, so the Q&A. So as we go, any questions that come up about the program, about Munn Insurance, about anything, insurance general question, drop it in the Q&A, and we'll have a little section at the end where we address that. So first, a little overview of what we're going to go over here today. So I'm not going to take a ton of your time this evening. It's a high-level overview, but we're going to discuss Munn Insurance, our background, and the relationship, or the early relationship with the Fire Service Association in Nova Scotia, the group insurance program that is launched, and it's now available, but we're gonna make it. We're going to increase the awareness as we go now. So we're going to kind of turn on the switch to let everybody know. And then the products and services that are available. And also I'm going to kind of touch on some of the other areas in which we really hope to be able to be involved with the association and work and connect and collaborate. So I'll go into some of that as we go as well. So the first piece I really want to go over and speak to is it starts with recognition. So Munn Insurance, we recognize the value that firefighters provide to our communities, the vital role they play in keeping us safe, keeping our communities safe. So we really recognize their value and that importance. And in part of that, this is an opportunity for us to give back. And we're happy, as I got noted, that we're happy to be able to give back to those who give so much. And there's also a component there, and you'll learn this as you you'll pick up on this more as you build a bit more of an understanding of Munn Insurance. But our values really fall in line with first responders and firefighters, in the sense that firefighters, we understand they're first responders to keep us safe. Our mission and goal is to provide protection and be there as an after response and to help people get back on their feet. So we think that there's some uniform values there. So what that boils down to is a group home and auto insurance program. The biggest element is the exclusive rates, so preferred rates, discounted rates for firefighters in Nova Scotia. Superior service, enhanced coverage, but just absolutely top tier or top rated discount structure to be able to provide savings in the form of premium reduction for firefighters. And I get this question often. is why group insurance? Why is group insurance something that an insurance company would want to do? And the short of it is, it's a way to harness bulk buying power, right? So it's I always like to say Mon Insurance and even our insurance partners love firefighters. They love first responders because they're risk adverse, right? They're less likely to have claims. I mean, their firefighters are aware of hazards and potential for fire, right? And so historically, they have less likely to have claims. So that's one factor. And then just the buying power and being able to target those specific groups. So it's really a win-win because it becomes, almost an exclusive audience where we're able to connect with targeted markets and targeted groups and be able to offer them exclusive savings. Just a broad overview of Mon Insurance so you get an idea of who we are. So Mon Insurance is a very old company. We've been around, we were established in 1904. And some of you may be saying 1904, but I've never heard of you, or I've only recently heard of you. We've been around since 1904. We are a Newfoundland-based insurance company. We have offices in Nova Scotia. We have offices in Newfoundland. We've been around since 1904. We've only been in Nova Scotia since 2017. So it is a new market for us in terms of building clients and building that reputation, so to speak. But in Newfoundland, we're a household name. If you ever do speak to a Newfoundlander, or any, if you are Newfoundlanders and know them, and you mention Mon Insurance, the first thing they'll say is, you can't beat Mon's by, which is a marketing slogan that we ran from, I think, like the mid 80s until like 2005 or 2010. But that was, as you know, the Newfoundlander, the buy expression, and we had that in there as you can't beat Mon's by. And so that's the recognition. But in Nova Scotia, again, we're building ourselves up there, and we see Atlantic Canada as our home turf, our community. We're vested in Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. We are proud to be a part of these provinces and communities. In terms of employees, we have over 90 employees ready to serve, quote, and we do look for that hardworking, that unique combination, as we say, of Ivy League brains and blue collar brawn. Physical locations, we have 4 between Newfoundland and Nova Scotia. We have, with the modern age, we have a ton of work from home agents and agents that hybrid work. So we're no different, where we had to scale back a bit in our actual physical footprint, but our people power grew, if that makes sense. So our physical structure, our brick and mortar, shrunk a little bit in the last couple of years, but our people power expanded. 30,000 is our customer and client database. So we are, for an insurance broker, we have a large customer database, and we are very successful in terms of satisfaction. This is something we pride ourselves on, is we review net performer scores and customer surveys and feedback, and we are always looking for ways to improve, and we're always engaging with our clients and customers to make sure that satisfaction level is really high. Our lines of business, so auto insurance, home insurance, the group insurance piece, which is the home and auto and all the other products, but bundled together and exclusive discounted service, or discounted rates, I should say. Our leisure products, this is a really popular area for us in terms of being able to offer boats, sailboats, power boats, recreational vehicles, cabins, travel trailers, and then the business insurance piece. And the leisure piece is really, really an interesting one. So just this past weekend, I was in Gander, Newfoundland, for the Newfoundland Fire Services Convention. Some of you probably may have been aware that the Newfoundland Fire Services Convention happened this past weekend. I was there for the whole thing. It was absolutely great. But my point to this first comment is that I had a lot of feedback from attendees and firefighters that they were having issues with the leisure side of things. So they had their home and auto or their home insurance with a direct writer. So, one of the big banks like TD, RBC, but they're having issues. Actually, the first night I was there, Friday night, I had a firefighter say to me, "So you guys do boat insurance?" I said, "Yeah, we sure do." I said, "My son is buying $40,000 boat this weekend. And first of all, I would love a $40,000 boat. That's amazing. Second, yeah, we'd be happy to do that." Their current broker or their current insurance company insured their auto for this young man, but he didn't have a home policy. He was still living at the house. So clearly why he had the disposable income to buy the $40,000 boat. But I digress. That they wouldn't insure his boat. So he had to scratch his head and try to find somewhere to get an insurance quote. We're happy to do that. We're happy to do just the boat. We can do the boat and the auto. We love to solve problems. A proud local business. So I spoke to this a little earlier. We are a proud local insurance broker. We are the largest independent broker in our market. So in Atlantic Canada, we pride ourselves on giving back to the community. And you'll see this more as we do these events and charitable actions in Nova Scotia, but we regularly give back to the Janeway here in Newfoundland. We're the title sponsor of the Tickle Swim, which that is it's actually hosted by the Canadian Mental Health Association, because that's a big area for us, is wanting to be involved in mental health and support in terms of financial support to those programs and initiatives. So we're involved heavily, and we're looking for ways to be more involved in the Nova Scotia community. And we're really hopeful, I'll say hopeful at this point, that with the help of Fire Services Nova Scotia, Association Nova Scotia, and the relationship we'll be able to build up, that we're going to be able to work together and collaborate on some great initiatives and ways that Mon Insurance can be involved in your communities. A broker with many markets provides many choice for customers. So there's really two ways to deliver insurance, which is the direct writer. So those are they're agents, right? They have one insurance company. Usually the rates are pretty good, but they're limited to the guidelines that they have with that one company. We are a traditional brokerage, so we work for our clients, our customers. We come to work every day. We hang our hat on knowing that what we're doing is in the forefront for our customers and our clients. And so with that in mind, we shop the different insurance companies. So if one says, "Oh, that doesn't really meet our guideline," we can check multiple others. Maybe the rates are better with one carrier for auto, a little better for home. Maybe a cabin needs to go somewhere else. So it gives us a lot more options, a lot more choice to be able to present and provide to our clients. High level stuff here. So again, the group home and auto insurance program specific for Fire Services Association in Nova Scotia and for firefighters in Nova Scotia. This is an optional group insurance program. It's just an extra option. We know that there's a lot of insurance options out there, but this is another one, and this one has really good savings, really good discount structure, and on home, auto, cottage, wreck vehicles, side-by-sides, ATVs, travel trailers, RVs, again, you name it, rental properties. Really, that's an area that we've really carved out a market because we have so many markets, so many insurance carriers, that we're able to present a lot of really good options for rental properties. Enhanced coverage and access to free services. One of those components is with one of the carriers we have is actually what's called the legal assistance program. So what it is free legal advice. So you can contact a lawyer. You had a question about maybe there's a property dispute about where a fence should go. You can ask those type of questions. Maybe you're buying a new house and you had some questions about what the process looks like. And then also a home repair assistance program, so they can point you in the right direction towards accredited professional repair industry contractors and individuals. Again, better rate with special group discounts, so that's key. A dedicated service from MUN, so it's a VIP service, and again, it's choice and options. You got a whole host of other discounts. I won't spend a bunch of time on this, but we've claims free and the autonomous emergency braking. That's a really great discount structure that we have built in. Most vehicles actually have that feature now. So that, and we'll pick up on that just through the serial number if we're giving you a quote. What discounts you, and we're always searching for discounts. Everything, when you connect with one of our sales guys or gals or people, we will run the gambit of questions based around how we get those discounts in there. So you have a mortgage, that we're asking that not because we want to enter the mortgage, because we want to put the discount on. No, okay. Do you have an alarm system, security system? We're really geared towards, we really want to make sure all the discounts and benefits you're available for, we're tacking on there. Best rate guarantee. So this is something, again, we really pride ourselves on. We guarantee that you're going to be presented with the lowest rate and the best coverage from all of our available markets. Okay, so we're really going to make sure that we work the numbers, work the package, look at the different carriers, and make sure that you're offered the best rate. VIP service. So this is really a really great piece that we've built in. This is a component that was based on a lot of feedback we received. Your access to dedicated agents. So I'll tell you now, if you call in for a quote, let's just start there. Our maximum wait time, this is in peak season, this is with agents on vacation, you will not wait more than 3.5 minutes. That is our maximum. That's not an average, that's maximum. If you call to get a quote, get service, you will call and get to a real person right away. We pride ourselves on that. And because you're associated with the group, you have contacts like myself that you can reach out to. Because we really care about groups. We really care about this. We want this to be successful. Just a quick point on our approach in business. Because we do offer business insurance, we do recognize that, again, based on feedback, that a lot of firefighters have, well, not a lot, but we do hear a lot of contractors, small businesses. Actually, I was speaking with Tony Starks, who's one of the directors with Newfoundland Fire Services at the convention. He said, "Can you give me a quote on my barbershop?" So he's got a barbershop. So yeah, we're happy to do that. And we're going to do it right. Not only are we happy to do it, we're going to do it right. We're going to review your coverage. We're going to find any gaps or surpluses. Are you paying too much for something? Premium analysis. We're going to review and discuss deductibles. We do peer group comparison. So we look at other, in the case of barbershops, we're going to look at other barbershops in different areas, in different regions, and make sure that your current policy is not way out of alignment with that. Risk analysis. Recommendations on coverage, and then side-by-side comparison. So when we do have a proposal, we're gonna put them side by side with what you have now, because we do recognize that business insurance is a little different than your personal line side of things. There's a lot of moving parts, and we really want to make sure we tackle that as it is appropriate to that specific line of business. I got a little piece here about just reaching out to us, and that we're really looking forward to hearing from you. And as we kind of drive this program a little bit more and build the awareness, you may get some of your some of the firefighters at your halls or that you're kind of ask and say, should I reach out? We hope that you say yes, but the biggest thing I want you to know is that we love to hear from firefighters. We love, and I'll tell you, before I was in this role of sales manager, I was a sales executive for years with Mud Insurance. And again, before we had this program with Nova Scotia specific, referencing the Newfoundland Fire Services, when I would get a call from a firefighter, I lit up. It was awesome. Loved when I heard, for a number of reasons. One, the biggest is that I knew I was going to be able to offer you guys a great price. So because of that, I was excited. And then again, often it fits with a number of different options, and it's just great. So office hours are available, and then also we have online quote options, which is really cool. I speak to that because Fire Services Association in Nova Scotia has a dedicated landing page on our website. So when you go to that, it'll have information on the program. The contact number will be there. You can actually start a quote, complete a quote on our website by entering the basic information. It'll prompt you with some price options. And the great thing about it is, if you select a price, hey, I like it, I want to learn a little bit more, we reach out to you. That immediately goes through our system and goes right to a sales executive, and they reach out to you until they connect with you to do a review. So it doesn't just go off into nowhere land. This is really cool. This is just a slide to highlight. I actually presented at the Fire Services Convention in Gander the weekend. This was a big piece. So through our relationship with Fire Services Newfoundland, we've done a ton of public service campaigns in collaboration and partnership with them. They really spearhead it with us, and then we also work with RCMP and the paramedics here in Newfoundland, which we have connected with the paramedics in Nova Scotia as well. And these have been really, really great, because what we do is we just help facilitate and amplify messages that are important to fire services. So this year we've ran 3 so far, public service announcements. The first one actually was the end of last 2021, because it was Christmas time. We ran an impaired driving, about the drive the awareness, the importance of not drinking and driving around the holidays. You'll see the one in the corner when the fire chief speaks. You should listen. That's one of my favorites. But they were really, really impactful. We did some videos with them. We did some ads, and really the whole purpose was to just drive messages that Dwayne Antle, president of NL Fire Services, that he brought forward. So this is stuff that we want to amplify. These weren't our messages. We just were happy to be facilitating them and aiding in getting the word out. And we did a move over campaign, which was really powerful after that, where firefighters from all over Newfoundland participated. They got in their gear, got by a truck, got their family with them, and provided quick quotes, as you can see in the top left. Please make sure my daddy gets home safe. And these were shared hundreds of times on social media, hundreds of times. Comments. We also then responded to a lot of them with pictures of recent interaction where there were skid marks on the road following an incident where there were first responders involved. So to really drive home the importance of what this means. So this is an area we're really proud of. We're happy to be a part of this, and we really hope that there'll be an opportunity to connect with Nova Scotia Fire Services and work on potentially amplifying some of the messages that are important to the association and to firefighters in Nova Scotia. Because there's a ton of really important issues and info that's just something that is common knowledge or important to fire services might not be firsthand info to the general public. And this is really a great way to again, aid in amplifying your message. So this is a piece, I really hope you'll connect with us. So Facebook, Mon Insurance, Twitter. I don't use Instagram, but we're on there, apparently. LinkedIn. So if you use any of those social media networks, connect with us, like us. If you see any of those PSAs, take note, and if you like them, share them. We also share a ton of great content on insurance topics. I think they're great content, but I'm in the industry, so maybe a little biased. Okay, so let's take a second and just see if there's any questions. Do you have a group insurance policy? I do have one here. So do you offer a group insurance policy for fire departments themselves? I have 12 volunteer fire departments. I'm looking to establish a group insurance policy for all 12 departments for vehicles, fire apparatus. Yes, we do. Yes, so Lyle, that's great. Thank you for connecting on that specifically. We would be happy to review that in further detail. My email, I've got your contact because you registered. So I'll make a note to reach out to you. Also, feel free to reach out to me directly. My email will be in that registration email. But let's connect and talk about that one. yes, we'll definitely be able to look at some preferred rates there for you. And again, we'll shop everything for, and guys, we're super straightforward. We'll always give you the straight up. Like if someone calls in or we connect with someone and they're in a situation where they've been with the same insurance broker for 15 years and they had a claim 2 years ago, and whatever the case is, it just makes sense for them to stay there. We're going to tell you, like, those are great rates. That's a great option. We'll always be straightforward, open, and honest with you, and really build that relationship up. So thanks, Lyle. That's a great question. I'll be sure to connect. Anyone else have any questions, maybe about Mon Insurance or the PSA stuff, or any of the group insurance stuff? Anyone else have any other questions? Happy to connect. Just take a look at the chat piece here and see if there's anything in here. See if there's anything. Okay. All right, so I'm not seeing any other questions come in. I do encourage you to connect with me, reach out if you do have any other questions. You may get some members of your fire halls connecting with you and asking about this program or asking about who we are, what this is all about. And the long and short of it is it's a discounted insurance program, and it's an insurance broker that really values firefighters and really wants to be a part of aiding and supporting the association. And as we go, we're really going to look for feedback and creative ways to support and respond and provide different components of a relationship like this, events and all those type of sponsorship opportunities, etc. So we'll certainly connect and work on all those as we go. What we like to do is get that feedback from directors, alternates, deputies, fire chiefs about what's important to the association and how we can best collaborate. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Lyle. I got that. I'll make note of that, and your phone number. Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. We will be in touch. I'm going to connect. I'll work with Blair Campbell. He's our commercial manager, so he does a lot of that, the commercial component to that too. So we'll be able to connect as well, because you got the buildings and apparatus, etc. So that'll fall into some commercial play as well. So we'll work all that out. So thanks for that. Okay. So with that, if anybody has their phone, this is really cool. If you have your phone, you can actually just take the camera out and you can do a quick, just hover your camera over that QR code and it should say Mon Insurance. And if you click on it, that will take you to the Fire Services Association Nova Scotia landing page, which is on our website. Again, gives you a bit more info on the program, contact info, just a reference to keep in mind. Oh, I think I see. So, yes, thanks, Greg. What I'm going to do, I am recording this session. We had, so we were really happy, had 16 registrations, and we understand that it's summer and people might have registered a week and a half ago, and it's absolutely beautiful outside and not 10. This is outside of Robert. I'll make sure that he gets a copy of it. But the point of it is we understand that not everyone is going to be able to attend, and we're going to send this session out to everyone that registered. So they'll be able to watch the recording at their leisure. And then same thing, they can follow up. So thanks, Greg. I'll be sure to send that out. Okay, and yeah, so if you did want to try that, you can scan that there, or just if you go to moninsurance.com, fire services, FSANS, then you'll get to that dedicated landing page. And last but certainly not least, again, a huge thank you. Thank you for all that you do in our communities. And thank you so much for taking time to attend. Really hope that you'll reach out to us, connect with us, learn more about this program. Hopefully we can save you some money on your insurance, and look forward to any feedback you have about how we can be more involved. We're all ears, and we're really hoping to build this out and connect with you more and look for creative and cool ways to be involved with the association. So with that, I will just take one last look and make sure that I'm not missing any more questions or anything. I'm not. And All right, I will thank everyone again for their time. And again, thanks, and we'll be in touch. We'll talk soon, everybody. All right, thanks.